Hello everyone. We all have to do our part in the environment. And there are many different ways we can save energy. For example, I use the couch. Just kidding. No, I'm not. In all seriousness, how often does everyone recycle? Raise your hands. That's what I thought. Not very many people recycle these days. Well, I'm here to inform everybody on why I believe recycling should be mandatory. So let's dive in deeper. To start off, recycling has many benefits for the environment. In this article written by Down to Earth, it states that recycling is one of the most tangible ways of taking actions for the planet. Recycling saves energy, water, while lowering pollution and greenhouse gas. I bet you didn't know that recycling aluminum generates 96% less air and water pollution than recycling raw ore. Not only that, but recycling paper makes 55% less air and water pollution. Recycling protects the land from ravages of mining, oil drilling, and logging. Recycling should be mandatory because this would make a much cleaner and safer place not only for our children, but for everybody else. Recycling would limit pollution and help conserve energy. It also creates jobs. Recycling also limits our waste landfills to not help overflow into the ocean, or so that birds will not chew on plastics, or your dog won't just start eating something it's not supposed to on the side of the road. Recycling just overall helps everybody become a much safer and healthier version of themselves. Now on the other end, let's talk about what would happen if people kept on not recycling, or if people never recycled at all. Basically, if we never recycled, the American Museum of Natural History breaks it down for us. If we never recycled, then we would literally be swimming in our own garbage. That's gross. Every plastic product takes some thousands of years to degrade, and with continuation of waste, landfills will be overflowing. Now in another article by GLE Scrap Metal, it continues with Americans generate about 254 million tons of trash. And that is equivalent to about 1.7 blue whales. That's a lot of trash. And out of 254 million of trash, only 87 million tons of the material is recycled. Never recycled again. That means that every time a manufacturer creates a new product, they have to mine for the resources. Also, if recycling continues to go to not be mandatory, there's a article written by Coral Reef Alliance that says 7 million square miles of water are clouded with microplastics and floating trash, with beaches all littered of garbage. This is what happens when people aren't necessarily forced to recycle. It starts affecting our oceans and our marine life. Plastic also makes up about 18% of landfill waste, and millions of tons of it end up in our oceans. To help save our oceans and our marine life, recycling would most likely benefit from becoming mandatory. Now that we've discussed the negative side effects, let's explain the actions we can take. The main actions we can take to help the cycle of not recycling are easy. You can start by adding dual bins to your home, one for waste and one for recycling. Another example is something simple: groceries. You can start investing in reusable bags such as this one. Clips on the side, handles to carry your groceries. Simple, you don't have to throw it away. Reusable. Helps the environment. Or, most grocery places have been using reusable bags, such as Walmart. Also, the guest appearance in this video today is Theo, my hamster, and he uses recycled aspen wood. Everybody say hi, Theo.
Hi, Theo.
Beautiful. Also, buying recycled products is a safer form of getting products while also saving the earth. There are more actions to take to end the not recycling cycle. Number 1, know what is allowed to be recycled and what isn't. This is great research for everyone, and it can only save the earth. Number 2, you can inspire a becoming artist. You can use anything from paper towel tubes to rubber bands. Artists can put anything to use. Also, an example would to be in your art class, suggest to your teacher that you should make a project out of recycled materials. Make a beautiful portrait out of recycled materials, and at the end of the day, when you're done with it, if you would not like to take it home, you can simply just recycle it. Number 3, recycle old electronics. There are many nonprofit organizations in communities who will take old technology pieces and use them to help somebody else's device. These steps can make a huge impact on the recycling cycle and help break everybody. These steps can be used to help break the non-recycling cycle. And the sooner we can do this, the sooner we can save our Earth. To be blunt, if we do not recycle, the estimates are that around 2050, the reserve of Earth will not exist anymore. It is important to save the Earth, not only for our future generation, but for us. If we want to leave the world better than we came into it, we have to start off by doing something simple, such as recycling. I hope I have given everybody valuable information about this topic, and I cannot wait to listen to everybody else's speech. Now that we've discussed nobody look at that. Now that we've discussed the negative side effects, let's dive into what actions we can take. Huh?